Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the Final Cut. Got an interesting one for you today in the form of The Ugly Stepsister. It's brought to us by director Emily Blichfeld, and we get the story of Elvira, whose mom, Rebecca, has married a man because she thinks she's marrying into money because they're not doing too well since Elvira's dad died. Well, Elvira, her sister Alma, and Rebecca go to the house of her stepdad to live there with their stepsister, and well, the stepdad has an unfortunate incident to where he passes away. Well, now everybody's poor and not liking this situation, but there's an opportunity for this to turn around as the prince is looking for a wife. So Rebecca works on her daughter to try to make Elvira as appeasing as possible to the prince. But fate has other things in mind, if you know this story, and the prince goes and falls for someone other than Elvira, causing even more problems for her and her family. This is a dark and disturbingly beautiful reimagining of a classic tale. It is the Cinderella story told from the perspective of the stepsister, Elvira. And I loved that. I love that this is this retelling. It's not a reimagining. It's still taking place in this world. It's just that we're seeing everything through Elvira's eyes. Now, Elvira here is played by Leah Myron beautifully. Oh, I loved her performance in here. This heartbreaking, sympathetic, yet also has a dark underlying tone to her that creeps out occasionally, and not so nice tone. And I like that, but they didn't play her like she is like completely wicked, like in, say, Disney's Cinderella. The animated one. She's not like that, though she doesn't treat her stepsister Agnes very well. Agnes is played by Thea Sophie Locknace, and I thought she was fantastic here as well. She's not on screen a lot of times because her character is kind of in a supporting role, but once you realize who she's playing, yeah, I thought it was a very interesting, subtle way to work these characters into a story that everybody knows. Now, Rebecca is played by Anne Dahl Torp. She was great as the mother who's just trying to do the best by her daughters, you know, and make the best of a situation. And the way she plays it as well. There's more layers to her than just being the evil stepmom like we've seen in the past. And that's the thing. All of these characters who in the past we've seen portrayals of just being really bitter, nasty people, they're a little bit more rounded here. They have a little bit more layers to them. Even Alma, who's played by Flo Fagerly, she even gets her moments in here, you know, so yeah, I just dug the take. Now, the production design is fantastic in here. I mean, this is like some seriously high quality period piece feeling with the sets and the costuming and everything. It's also got a little bit more of a grimy feel to it, a little bit more dirty feel. Not everything is like crisp and clean. Even when we get to the prince's castle and where he lives, while it is a little more lavish for royalty, it's still not as crisp and clean. So I love that as well, that it gives it just a little bit of grounding to this grim fairy tale. Blichfeld really does a fantastic job in directing this, making you feel yet not like the characters at the same time. Elvira is just one of those, and oh man, the things she goes through in this film, wow. Not many films. I watch a lot of horror, and not many films make me squirm in my seat, and this film did it twice. This movie will make even the most staunch horror fan squirm in their seat, in particular involving some eyelashes. And mad props there, because it just shows how effective this film is. Now, it is subtitled, but don't let that discourage you from a very interesting, dark story that gives you a different perspective on something that you may be very familiar with, that we've seen portrayed over and over again, but not from this angle. And I'm looking very forward to seeing what this director has coming up next, because if it's anything like this, man, I will be there. So check it out if you can. I believe it's having its UK premiere soon. It's out in select theaters now in the US, and it'll be to streaming eventually, which if you can't catch it in theaters near you, definitely check it out. If you're a fairy tale fan, if you like darker fairy, this one's for you. Or if you're even a horror fan, because it does fall into that horror realm as the film builds up its story. So thank you so much for watching. If you have seen The Ugly Stepsister, love to hear your thoughts on it. I think it's a wow film that really needs to be seen. So yeah, and check out our Patreon if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, bells and whistles here. Thank you. We are past already our year goal of 4,000 subscribers. I'm working on a new goal, so stay tuned for that. I thank you for your view, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.